Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Off the Court with Harvard Council. Today, I want to talk to you about something that really kind of struck a nerve with me or kind of hit something on the inside of me. And I want to share it with you because I think it's really important that we understand this. But if I had to give a title to this message, I would say the power of decisions. The power of decisions. I was doing some studying the other day and doing some reading and stuff of that nature, and I came across this thing where this guy was talking about the decisions that we make. And what he said was, he said that the decisions that we have made over the last several years of our life, you are going to either be paid for those decisions that you made, or you are going to pay for those decisions that you made. Now, some of you may not have gotten that, all right? But let me run that by you again. The decisions that you've made over the last several years or so, guess what? You either going to be paid for those decisions that you made, or you either going to pay for those decisions that you made. And we go back, and if you go back in your life and you go back and you think about and look at the decisions that you've made over the course of many years, and look at where your life is at right now. I promise you, you're right where you at because of the decisions that you've made. All right. So my thing today is moving forward is that we got to understand the decisions that we make. All right. Because those decisions are going to determine whether you're going to get paid or whether you're going to have to pay. A lot of people are paying for the decisions that they made back in the day. Okay. And they're still paying for those decisions right now. All right. When you go out and you make a bad decision or a wrong decision, you're going to pay for it. Okay, you go out here and you shoot somebody. You go out here, you on drugs. You go out here and you gang banging. Guess what? That's the decision you made to do those things. And you're going to get back from those decisions what you've done. All right? So if it's negative, you're going to get that back. See, those gang bangers and those people out here in these gangs that's fighting and killing and doing all this stuff, you got two options, man, if you go in a gang. Two options. One, you're going to be dead. Or two, you're going to be incarcerated. You're going to be locked up. Okay? And I think about how we are affected by the decisions that are made. You take this for an example. You take two young people, or two older people. It doesn't matter. All right, they go out and they have a baby. Okay, now in most cases, a lot of times you have that father is not in the life of that baby. So this baby grow up with one parent, and it could be vice versa. It could be the father raising the child. That's not usually the case, but it could be the case. All right, but you got now this child coming up with one parent. All right, and now this child wants to know as they get older, where's my dad at? Why isn't my dad around? Why isn't he coming to see me? And then they get to the point like, what did I do that my parent doesn't want to come and spend time with me? So now, because of the decisions that two adults made, that decision that you made not to be a part of that child's life, now you're not just only affecting them, but you're affecting that child going forward. I know people today, grown adults, in their 40s and older, who are still affected by the decisions that their parents made back then. And if they're affected and they're in their adulthood, what do you think is going to happen when they have children? It's probably going to be a trickle-down effect. All right? So we got to be careful about the decisions that we make, especially when we're having children, man. All right? We need to be a part of that child's life because it's going to affect them down the road. All right. So as we move forward in this message, we've got to make sure we make the right decisions. Okay. Because I'm telling you, people are beating themselves up right now over decisions that they made because they're still paying for it. I'm the type now, because I'm getting the information that I'm getting, I'm going to make the decisions that's going to get me paid, not where I got to pay for them. I want to make decisions that's going to get me paid. That's what you need to be doing. Make decisions, make the good decisions, make the right decisions. That's going to get you paid. Now, it's not going to get you paid tomorrow, but down the road, it's going to get you paid. Make the right decisions. And I think back to my life again. You know what? I had the opportunity to play basketball. I had the opportunity to go to college and play basketball. But you know what? That was a decision that I made. And it was a good decision because that decision that I made to go there has allowed me to land in the spot where I am now. And I think I'm in a pretty good spot. Okay, a lot of people make a lot of decisions, and it takes them down the wrong road. All right, so going forward, I don't want you to make those decisions. I want you to think about the best decision that you can make for this particular time, because whatever decisions you make, guess what? That's what you're gonna get back. The Bible says, "Whatever you reap, you sow." You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get that back. All right. So this message today is about making the right decisions. Because if you don't, you're gonna pay for them. And I know some of you now, as you listen to this message, you're going back and you're thinking about those decisions that you made that landed you where you at now, and you can't believe you made that decision. And then a lot of times when we make that decision and we get up in this spot or get up in this situation that ain't good for us, you know what the first thing we want to do? We want to blame God because he allowed us to get to that point. I don't know why God allowed this to happen to me. God didn't allow that to happen to you. Take God out of the equation. God ain't had nothing to do with that decision you made. You made that decision. So you got to deal with it. So you can cancel out the blame part of it, wanting to blame somebody else. Okay. You made that decision. You got to live with it. Okay. You got to live with it. All right. So, to all young men and young women out there, if you out there and you having children or whatever, you know what? Be a part of that child's life. I don't care if you don't like the girl. I don't care if the girl don't like you. If that's your child, you be in that child's life. Because that child, when they grow up, is not going to ask you, mama didn't like me, so whatever. No, they're going to like, daddy, where you been? Mama, where you been? Then what's your excuse now? Decisions. Make the right decisions. Hope this has been a blessing to you. I didn't want to talk too long. I can go on and on and on a little bit more about it, but I don't want to talk too long about it. But I also want to add another little advertisement or whatever. On next weekend, which will be November the 20th, there will be a holiday market in Camden, South Carolina, starting at 9 to 2. And at that holiday market, I will be there. I will be selling my books and my shirts and things of that nature. And I just want to invite you to come down. It's getting in the holiday season. So if you have a book of mine already, that's great. If you don't have any shirts or whatever, if you want some shirts, if you want to buy somebody a Christmas gift, this would be a good time to get them a book or a shirt or something of that nature. So I invite you to come on down and holler at me on next weekend, which is November the 20th, from 9 to 2 p.m. We will be set up at the marketplace on 622 Rutledge Street in Camden. And that's 622 Rutledge Street in Camden. So come on down and support us. And there'll be a lot of other vendors there as well, food vendors and other type of vendors there as well. All right. So come on down and support us. And I thank you for listening to this message. And I hope it's been a blessing to you. God bless.